be ready for the next demo. The next one I want to show you is how to use Canva to do bulk social media post creation. So the best way to think about this would be the old mail merge in, Office, maybe 20 years ago, when you had the addresses of everyone and you would create the letter and put their address at the top and say, Dear John. I bet the schools still use that system. But Canva has got the ability to do bulk creation of social media posts. Now, what you can see in the picture is what I'm going to show you how to create. I did this for 1770 Lark Tours, which is an amphibious vehicle business here where I live in 1770 in Queensland. And as I said, it gets a bit repetitive, and because you've got to design a spot on Canva where you've got to input the content, you don't have much flexibility in terms of design. You need to ensure that every one that is generated fits the mold, really. So what I've chosen to demonstrate it for is with FAQs. Oh, sorry, with reviews, right? So I'm going to instruct ChatGPT to extract all the reviews from 1770 Lark Tours, were the best reviews of 1770 Lark Tours. And then I'm going to upload these to a Canva sheet, and then Canva is going to work its magic and do that automatic merging of the text content onto the Canva image that I've created. So I'm going to walk you through this. The first thing that I used is a custom GPT called Review Milker. So it's another one that I've created, and the results are here. So when I started the GPT, I said, extract the top reviews for my business. Yeah, sure. What's your business? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I've sourced these reviews. Is that what you want? Yes. And because I instructed ChatGPT to, when I created the custom GPT, to give it to me in that format so I could copy and paste, it worked really well. Obviously, I told it to get the most recent reviews on TripAdvisor and Google, the ones that are great. I don't want the bad ones. And then I went and copied this into here, which is a Canva sheet. So you might not have known, but Canva has now gone into the Google Sheet, I guess, competitor area and created a Canva Sheet product. So you could be doing that in Excel if you wanted, or Google Sheet. It works as well, but I've decided because I'm doing Canva bulk, I'm going to do it straight in Canva. So I copied and pasted the output of ChatGPT straight here. Now, what I need to do is I need to originally also design. Oops, sorry, I've clicked the wrong. Let me just do that. Oh. Open a new tab. I need to design the receiving end. So what I decided to do was to design 4 different options of background, or 3 different options of background image. And then on top of that, I designed a place for the heading. So I carefully ensured that the size would be okay if, the review's bigger, then the name of the person, the date, and then the source. So you can see heading, name, date, source matches this one, this one, this one, and this one. I should have called it review text, platform name, reviewer, and date, right? But this is how I did it. So then what I did is I selected all this and I clicked action and bulk create. So it says, Fabi, are you ready to do A1 to D19? I'll actually do A2 because A1 is the header. I'll go continue. And then it's asking me, okay, where do you want to put that content? That's where I go to my batch template. Now, I'll just pause here for a second. As you can see, my batch template already has pictures in the background. But if I really wanted to, I could have actually chosen a different picture for every single one of these. And before you look for hours on how to do that, and you try to do actions, add image or something that clearly didn't work, the way to do that is to actually go to your uploads and then you drag it in there. So if you wanted to, sorry, no, you don't drag it. You go click in here. Sorry, you click where you don't place it. Then you click in here. You click here and you click here. So if you wanted to have a different image in every single one of them, you first have to assign the image like this, which kind of defeat the purpose of speed in this instance. And because I was imagining Instagram posts maybe once a week or once a fortnight, it didn't really matter if it had one of the three images that appeared. So I didn't do that. So we'll go back to my selection of action. Bulk create. Remember, I was at the batch template stage. Okay, so it's added those three templates there now. Now, what I need to do is to tell it that the heading, in the heading, I want to view the review text. Connect data, review text, right? Now you see here, you've got the purple that's appeared. So that's where you match it. Name, we are talking about the full name of the person. Date, we are talking about the date, and the source was the platform. All right, and I have to do that to all of them. But I'm not going to do it because I'm doing a live demo. Then I click advanced option, very important here before you waste time like I did as well. Select one design with multiple pages. That's just going to create one Canva file. It's going to be much easier than if you have like 18 Canva files with the image in each. And when you call it, it's asking you for the name of each page. So, you know, in Canva, there's like a name that appears here. It might be easy to just put the review text as the name, and where we're going to save it, be clever with your structuring in your Canva. I'm going to create it, put it in my batch folder so I know where it is. And now what it's happening is it added an automatic column here, and it's put the link to where the design is. Now, as you can see, I have a gazillion one of these images because I asked it for one file, but the second one and the third one are empty because I never matched them, right? I told you I was going to do a live demo, so I wanted to be quick. But every review is now appearing in the same format because I've only done one, like this. Now you can choose to use Canva's content planner and then automatically select which one you want and drag it and drop it on the calendar. That integrates and goes straight to your social media. So if you wanted to, you know, because I made a mistake, this font might have been a bit big, you could just then adjust it. So as I said, it works really well for reviews. You can create something quickly on brand, and you've probably got a year's worth of, you know, reviews to post here. As well as FAQs is another great one. So you'll see on our Tourism Tribe Instagram, I started using our FAQs as well. What did you think of this Canva tool? Chat to me and let me know if you'll find a use for it. I'm sure it will only improve. Matching the images is a bit annoying. That's why I came up with this background image much faster. Life changing, Alison. Yes.